We are going to talk a little bit more about toxic creators, and that is really just the term I'm giving to creators who have been demonetized or have faced possible demonetization from YouTube or from other platforms. I want to have these sorts of conversations so that people can decide for themselves how far they want to go in terms of risking a platform that they may have set up for themselves to possibly losing brand deals and maybe even, having some issues at home with family members who don't agree with what you're doing. I want to go to the Mediaite site where I'm going to get some of this information, and then we're going to talk about how much money the Daily Wire could possibly lose if they bring Candace Owens back on the show. Because here's what happened. The title of the article was just in Daily Wire's Candace Owens suspended from YouTube over some hate language. And it goes down to say that the announcement was made Tuesday by none other than fellow Daily Wire host Michael Knowles. And this is all in quotes. I should have said quotes so I could have my little quotes in there as you are reading this or listening to this. It says, Owens was set to appear on a panel called Daily Wire Backstage, where many of the network's hosts gathered to discuss hot topics all together. If you go to the Daily Wire's YouTube channel, you can actually watch the video where Michael Knowles discusses this. This video has received over 109,000 views. It was posted 7 days ago, and it's only 1 minute and 35 seconds. So it is a really short video. Basically, he's saying, hey, we've been told if we bring her onto the show that we'll be in trouble. And he says YouTube hates us. This is a concern that I brought up in a previous episode about possibly losing your platform if you don't follow the terms and condition. Losing your channel, losing your website, losing your podcast, or at least access to being able to have your content hosted on these places. So it's definitely something to think about and to not take lightly. I'm putting aside a judgment call on whether this is the right or wrong thing to do. I have my personal opinions about it, but what I want to focus on here is talking to you as a content creator about what could possibly happen to you. Now, this is in terms of just the platform. If you were a content creator and you were sharing information that's not factual and that was possibly false and damaging to another party, then not only could you possibly be taken down from a platform, but you could possibly be sued by another party. So that's I'm going to have to do a whole nother episode on that so that people can understand it. It's a whole lot more serious than we think it is sometimes, just making these blatant statements about other people, because people can sue you and you can lose and you can wind up with a judgment against you for a whole lot of money. So let me go back to this article, and what it says is, quote, but as Knowles would later explain, none of that would be happening Tuesday night as planned because Owens was suspended from the platform and the entire network's YouTube channel could be in jeopardy if Owens even appeared on camera. As a result, they would be moving the live stream to the paywall Daily Wire Plus website instead. End quote there. So that's what I want you to be thinking about. If you violate a policy that one of these platforms has, then yes, they can take you down. Now, here's what's at stake. Let's check out what is at stake for Daily Wire Plus. If I go to their channel, they have 3.18 million subscribers. That is a lot of subscribers. They have over 7,000 videos. That's a lot of videos. Think about the amount of time, effort, energy, money, and other resources that went into building a channel with over 3 million subscribers and over 7,000 videos. The last thing you want to do is to do something where you could possibly lose all of this. Let's take a look at this and figure out how much money they're making a month that could go away if they were to bring her back on camera. I think he said bringing her back on camera was what they could not do. Now, I've talked about using Social Blade before as a reference, only as a guide. This is not exact data here, not exact figures, but it's something that gives us an indication of how much a content creator may be bringing in from their YouTube channel. In this case, again, 7,000 plus uploads, over 3 million subscribers. They have had over 900 million views. They will likely hit 1 billion before the year is over. I would not be surprised. This channel was created back in 2015, and Social Blade ranks it as 770th in the United States, in the country. Okay, let's look at these monthly earnings here. $37,000 is what the monthly earnings are. That would be how much they would stand to lose per month if they brought her back on. If YouTube said, hey, we're going to shut you down and demonetize your channel. If it were down for a month, they could lose $37,000. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. It's a lot of money. On a yearly basis, they are bringing in close to $500,000. So if you're talking about impacting $500,000, yeah, I think that's a lot of money. Each month, they're bringing in around 10 million views, close to 10 million views. So that's how they're able to bring in close to $40,000 a month. That's what's at stake. That's what I want to get across to you when you're thinking about, hey, do I want to really go in on this other party, really take some digs at them? Do I want to go down that road where I'm getting kind of toxic? It is definitely something to consider. This is not the first time that YouTube has suspended Candace. From the research that I've done, it looks like she has been suspended before. So let's continue to stay on top of this and have a good understanding of what the positives are and what the negatives are, and decide for yourself, is this really and truly worth it to not just your channel, but to you as a person and to you as a brand. So don't forget, we're here to learn more about content creation so that you can make some money, take down that income of debt, and build I said take down that income of debt. I tell you, it's the middle of the day. I should not be this bad already. Take down that mountain of debt. That's what we're working on so that we can build a mountain of income.